Peace Collective, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader. If you guys are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you so much for being here and for deciding to spend your time and your energy here with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. However, we're going to get into another deep dive today, you guys. As you can tell by the title, this one is going to be a treat. We are going to look into the energy between Beyonce and Jay-Z. If you guys are interested in readings that have more to do with entertainment, celebrities, music, pop culture, I have an entire playlist already curated for readings such as those. It's called the Deep Dive series. If that's more of your speed, make sure to go ahead and check out the playlist I have made with readings regarding those. Okay, I do love readings. I do personal readings as well. So if you guys are interested in personals, I do offer them. All the information is going to be in the description box down below, like always. Okay, just as a quick disclaimer as well, this reading is not personal, okay? Entertainment purposes only. Everything in this reading is alleged until proven otherwise. Please feel free to get in the comments. I love interacting with you guys. All that I ask is that you keep it respectful. If you don't have anything constructive to add or anything nice to say or something you want to share on a more positive note, please keep it to yourself, okay? I'm all for, constructive criticism, but just keep it respectful. We do not know these people from a dry can of paint, so that's all I ask, okay? We're gonna get right into this. The last deep dive I did was centered more around Jay-Z and Rihanna's relationship. And I wanted to kind of look more into what's going on between Jay-Z and Beyonce. As you guys are aware, there's a lot going on in the media surrounding P. Diddy, who is a close associate of Jay-Z. He's been friends with Jay and Beyonce for years, okay? So I really, in the midst of all that going on, there's a very, very heavy energy around Jay-Z kind of being up next on the chopping block, if you will. And I wanted to kind of just deep dive and see what's really going on between these two. There's rumors about them being separated, potentially going into a divorce. And that is something that I've seen in my readings more than just one occasion. So we're going to look into that. We're going to look into a couple of things here. Okay, make sure you guys like the video. It's absolutely free. It's the easiest way to help the message get around to others who may want to check out the video. Okay, leave a comment, subscribe. We'd love to have you guys here, part of the family, okay? So as you can guys see, I have a couple of cards placed out here already. If somebody wants to, you're more than welcome to timestamp this reading for 3:05. But I have a King of Wands here, which is going to represent Jay-Z, okay, being that he's a Sagittarius. Then I have a Queen of Pentacles here from the same deck. This is going to represent Beyonce, being that she is a Virgo. Okay, so we're going to start with a couple of oracle cards first. We'll start with Beyonce. Okay, and when I'm pulling cards, you guys, just so you're aware of how I'm reading, in this case, Beyonce's portion, this is going to be her perspective, how she feels regarding Jay-Z, what she sees, what she hears, when she's around him, okay, her perspective. And then it'll be the same for Jay-Z, vice versa, once we get to his part, okay? So let's get right into this. Spirit, please give us the most clear and concise messages regarding the relationship between Jay-Z and Beyonce at this time. Thank you. What is Beyonce's perspective about Jay-Z at this time, Spirit? What is Beyonce's perspective or POV when it comes to Jay-Z at this time? Thank you. Let's see. Okay, the dragonfly is here. It says, be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. It's so weird because I distinctively remember this dragonfly card coming out when I did the reading between Jay-Z and Megan Thee Stallion. If you guys have not seen that reading, make sure you guys go on the playlist I have and check it out, okay? Because the same exact card came out regarding Megan's feelings about Jay-Z, okay? Be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light. So she could be viewing Jay-Z as someone who is, okay, exactly what it says, things coming out in the light. Whatever has been done in the dark is going to be shown, it's going to be exposed, okay? Adapt, change, somebody who, she may view him as somebody who has changed over time. I can't help but feel this energy already. It's like, think about a butterfly, right? When a butterfly evolves from a caterpillar into a butterfly, it's gone through a major change. It's like a metamorphosis. So she could view him as not being the same person she met 20 years ago. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And granted, of course, everybody needs room to change and grow and heal, right? But in this case, it doesn't really seem like in the most positive way, at least already. Okay, she could be finding out certain things about him during this time period. Okay, when you have to adapt, that means you have to, get with the program and, change your environment or change according to what's changing around you. So she could feel as though his environment is changing. He's going to have to adapt to a new way of being here, possibly. Okay, again, the environment is changing, so he's going to have to adapt to that change. Okay, and again, this is her POV. I'm going to get another one of these, please. Cupid's arrow. It says, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, and hesitation. Okay. Wow. Okay. Think about it this way, guys, right? Cupid's arrow. I'm not exactly sure what the entire story is behind that folklore of Cupid's arrow, but from my understanding, if you get hit by Cupid's arrow, his bow of love, you are struck. You're instantly in love with a particular person, or maybe the Cupid it's himself. Okay, but once you get struck by Cupid's arrow, you're in love, right? So it's almost as if again, this card says hesitation. I can't help but feel like she was hesitant about getting involved with him from the early beginning, or she could have this sense of hesitation around him now even. Okay, this first card says be lighthearted. I don't think that she views him as the most lighthearted, carefree individual or more fun-loving individual that she met, again, all those years ago. And she could, again, a little bit of hesitation. I don't think she even expected to fall for him or for them to even be in a relationship. Okay, because this card specifically says surprise, invitation, or meeting. I'm hearing something about like a setup, like it was set up that way and she was kind of thrown off guard and they struck her with Cupid's arrow, okay, and now she's under his love spell or whatever. I don't know why I'm even using that rhetoric right now. Love spell? I'm going to leave that where it's at, but she could also view him as somebody who is about to get struck or hit, kind of like I'm hearing from left field. When something is from left field, it's kind of out of nowhere, very unexpected, okay? So, I'm seeing that girl, Katniss, the character from the Hunger Games, I believe it is, and I'm literally seeing her, like, poised, aimed, and ready with her bow and arrow. I think Beyonce definitely knows something is coming, or the arrow is about to be pointed from Diddy straight to Jay-Z, and I think she is viewing him as somebody who's not expecting it or not going to see it coming. Okay? Very interesting. Also, on top of that, again, like I said before, I don't think she really expected to meet him when she did, or she wasn't expecting them to be in like a relationship. Very odd. Okay, I'm going to hop over to Jay-Z's portion with the same deck really quick, and then we'll go back to Beyonce in a moment. Spirit, what is Jay-Z's perspective of Beyonce? What are his feelings towards his POV regarding Beyonce at this time? Thank you. Oh, wow. The Runner. Again, guys, this is his perspective, okay? His POV of Beyonce. Why would his perspective be of her running away? Okay, I'm hearing Black Eyed Peas. Running, running, and running, running. What song is that? Oh, I used to love the Black Eyed Peas, but what? Ooh, that sounds crazy. Black Eyes? Black Eyed Peas? Giving somebody a black eye? I don't like that. Okay. Anyway, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm channeling, and this is a lot right now. It says runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. So he could be viewing Bey as the one who's trying to get away. That's a song too, The One Who Got Away. I don't know who sings that, but I'm hearing it. The One Who Got Away. You guys, I don't like this energy at all already. And a different reading I did regarding Jay-Z, it might have been in the Megan Jay-Z reading or maybe the Nicki Jay-Z reading. I picked this up, but it's a very codependent, toxic attachment they have to one another. Okay, Jay-Z has had Beyonce on the side of his hip, okay, since she went solo, literally, and she has not gone anywhere else with him. You'd never see her with no other man besides Jay since she was literally like a teenager. Okay, an older teenager, right? More like 18, right? But at the same time, that's still very young. These two have like a 12, 13-year age difference. So he could be viewing her as somebody who's literally trying to get away or run away or create distance. Maybe something as simple as that. And again, I just said, I don't think Beyonce was expecting to be in a relationship with him. At least she didn't expect the relationship to last this long with him, or it was never her intentions to be with him like this. And the fact that fear of intimacy is here, I don't want to take that so literally, but why would she be afraid of you or wanting to run away, get away, create distance, Oh, let me get another one of these, please. The Sword and the Rose. Okay. Oh, wow. I have coffin here. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. And that's so weird. Look at that. You have the butterfly underneath. I was literally just talking about that. It says relationship evolving to the next phase. But, the next phase here being the coffin, I just saw 1212. It's like, the next phase of their relationship could possibly be the ending. And I was just hearing black eyed peas. Black eye, giving somebody a black eye. Oh my gosh. He could really have gotten maybe a little physical with her at certain times, possibly, or he may threaten her if she does try to speak up and say something. Okay, but this card says Sword in the Rose. It says clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. So again, this is his perspective of Beyonce. I can't help but feel like she may have come to his defense quite a few times. Okay, with this card saying protection, honor, power. Like if somebody speaks on him in a negative light or may try to do something to him, Beyonce will be the type to protect her man and speak up for him or do what she needs to do to protect him. Okay, and he knows that. And again, clarity, truth, this kind of goes back to that dragonfly card, things coming to light. So there's a lot of things here that are going to be shown or revealed to people. And I think he's a little paranoid, a little worried about that. It's like, you better, stick with me and stick your ground and make sure you stand up for me the way you have been this whole time. Don't switch up. Okay, he's also aware that I'm hearing I got the power. He's acknowledging that Beyonce is a lot more powerful than Beyonce even realizes when it comes to their relationship. Okay, and it's almost as if he knows without her, she is nothing. Or I should say, without Beyonce, he is nothing. He is not as prominent as he makes it out to be if she were to get away. And he is fully aware of that. And with this card coming out, he's acknowledging that. So it's like he needs her to stick by his side and stand 10 toes. Okay, otherwise it will be seen as some type of betrayal of some sort. Okay, very interesting. And again, force, power. It's like he may have exerted his force and power over her before she, blossomed into the megastar that she is today. We know Beyonce was always very popular, Destiny's Child, very strong voice, strong talent. but she wasn't the mega powerhouse that she is today. Okay, back when she was 18, 17 years old, it's on a completely different stratosphere now, clearly. So he's very aware that if she were to recognize her own power outside of him, he knows that it would be over for him. So it's like he's got to keep her under some type of control or force so she doesn't ever recognize her true power. That's very sad, because it's like, you're Beyonce. Not saying she's insecure or feels inferior. It's not that. It's more of like, this man has, had so much control over my life for so many years. She may feel kind of powerless when next to him. Okay? Not saying like she feels like that in every other room or space or environment, but specifically with him, he could make her feel powerless almost. Okay, I'm going to switch decks real quick, and I'm going to go back to Beyonce. Again, this is her perspective. Again, I have to say this, if you guys are going to get in the comments, all I ask is that you keep it respectful. Even if you, disagree, something here you don't like, that's fine. Just keep it respectful. There's a respectful way to say everything. So, regardless of that, I appreciate you guys tapping in and being here. Okay, let's see. What is Beyonce's perspective or her POV when it comes to Jay-Z? Thank you. Sweet Dreams. I have Vow here. Wow, okay. She has a song, I think, Sweet Dream. It can be a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. Either way, I don't want to wake up from you. Yeah, she sleep. Okay, 9 and 3 is 12. The number 39 is on here. I just saw 12. Okay, it says satisfaction, comfortable, and lazy day. And again, this is her perspective of Jay. Again, I said that already. It's like he's gonna be totally, completely caught off guard, unexpected when that Cupid's arrow strikes. Okay, they may even try to come get him at night or something, or I feel like I'm looking way too far ahead, but they may try to pull up on, meaning when I say they, I mean the government, the feds, allegedly. They may try to pull up on him the way they did Diddy, like in the middle of the night when he's least suspecting it. Okay, satisfaction, comfortable, lazy day. She's viewing him as somebody who has gotten very comfortable with the dynamic that they are in. I mean, obviously you've been in this dynamic for 20 plus years now, so he is very comfortable with her being, asleep or, not speaking up. She just shuts up and plays her part. Okay, he's gotten very comfortable with that, and I can't help but feel like she's going to really surprise him if she does walk away or leave him alone. It's like she's planning or being very strategic about what she's going to do moving forward. Whatever is going on in her head regarding Jay, like again, divorce, breakup, separation, leaving him, creating distance, he's like completely oblivious. She's not sharing that with him, is the vibe that I'm getting. Okay, I have Vow here. It says wish, hope, and worship. 54 is on top of this card. 5 and 4 is 9. We know she's a Virgo, September energy. Ooh, you know what I'm getting? This is giving me like, I'm hearing Tyler Perry, like some weird Tyler Perry type movie script. She is just hoping and praying. Like she may have even, I hate that I'm even channeling this because I'm seeing her like sneak around in a bedroom. We know that, Beyonce dips and dabbles in certain spiritual practices. So, there is an entity or a higher power that she goes to and she prays to, it seems like. But it's almost as if she feels like whatever higher power she's praying to is not answering her prayers. She could feel like that. She could be hoping and praying to get away from this man. She could have even tried to like get away in the middle of the night. I don't remember the name of that movie, but it's a Tyler Perry movie. The guy Blair Underwood, he plays like the abusive, really mean, nasty husband that she's about to get married to. And she ends up throwing like a hot pot of grits on him. But there's one scene where they're in their apartment And he almost threw her ass over a balcony because she was sneaking around trying to get away from him in the middle of the night. That's literally what I'm seeing in my third eye. So it's like she could really hope and pray, just be praying to God to get her out of this situation, okay? I get this vibe that she has some type of like ancestral altar or something that she goes to for peace. She could also be viewing Jay as somebody who's hoping and praying that they don't come after him. When I say they, I mean the powers that be or the federal government, okay? You see these kids are like literally on their knees, begging, praying, wishing, right? She could view Jay as someone who's literally on his knees, begging and praying and wishing that she doesn't speak or that she stays with him. Oh my gosh. You're such I'm hearing the word simp. Like, she could be looking at him like, you're such a simp. Like, I've been by your side this long, keeping all your dirty secrets, you know, standing up for you, speaking up for you. But I'm hearing her say, like, would you do the same for me, though? And there's something here about her starting to realize things or wake up outside of some type of control. Like, again, I said she was asleep. It's like her eyes are finally about to open up or something here. This is very interesting. Okay, let me get to Jay-Z with the same deck. What is Jay-Z's perspective in regards to Beyonce at this time, Spirit? What is his perspective when it comes to Beyonce at this time? Fury? Oh, wow. She's tight. Whew. Daydream. Again, with that dreaming energy. It could be a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. Wishing, hoping, praying, daydreaming about what it would be like to be without him. Optimism, illusion, delirium. But he's making it very hard, making it very difficult for her to leave. With this commitment card here, you see this guy literally struggling to push through some ropes. Very interesting. But, oh, marionette, the puppet master. Ooh, dictatorship, domination, and reluctance. I'm telling you, like, he makes sure to keep her under lock and key. You know, you do this when I tell you to do this. You can't go to this interview. You can't do that interview. You can do this one, but not those. Like, very much so controlling. Marionette. Literally, it's a guy controlling a puppet, like a ventriloquist dummy. Okay? But anyway, let me get back to this. What came out here? I have Fury and Family. Okay, 74 is on top of this card. It says offense, madness, and unpleasantness. So again, this is Jay's perspective of Beyonce. I'm hearing that song, Ring the Alarm. I've been through this too long. I'll be damned if I see another chick on your arm. Ooh, she could get in that type of energy real quick. Like, I don't think Beyonce is the, you know, sweet honey pot, goody two shoes, quiet girl that she presents herself to be. Again, guys, just because these people don't get on the internet boasting about their entire lives all the time doesn't mean they don't have real human emotions. Okay, these are still humans at the end of the day, at least as far as I'm concerned. Okay. These people probably have some real spiritual demons, you know, inhabiting their bodies, but at the same time they are still human and experience a human experience the way we do. So he could view Beyonce as somebody who is pissed off, finding shit out, something she found out here that, you know, could have something to do with the family or putting the family in danger or abandoning the family, betraying the family here. She's very upset about it. This family card, it says bond, home, and background. So he could be viewing B as the one who wants to run away and create distance from him. And he's worried that she'll be the type to take the kids and not let the kids see him again. This card, it's like literally this woman looks like she's screaming like she just found, like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, ooh, she be going in. At least when she's not in sleeper robot mode, you guys, she can really get into bouts of anger and frustration and fury. Okay, this family card, Jay can also feel like he's built a very strong bond with her. Okay, and he's very connected to her. I'm not really getting so much like I'm in love with you though, at least not yet. I'm not picking that up at all. It's almost, I can't help but feel like maybe Beyonce feels like he trapped her with kids just to really make sure that she would never speak up or rat on him, because it's that mentality like, oh, you're gonna rat or put your children's father, the one who's been supplying this lifestyle for you, in prison. You're not gonna do that. Allegedly. Okay, again, that might be his perspective here that I'm picking up. So it's almost like, damn, did you trap me with kids and a family, knowing that you were doing all these egregious things behind the scenes because you thought I would never leave? She's pissed. Whatever she found out recently, she's tight. Or even just the fact, like, being connected to Diddy and all of these things that go on behind the scenes that, and I'll give people the credit, because not every single celebrity, famous person, I feel like, knows exactly what the Jay-Z's and the Diddy's and the Clive Davises do behind the scenes. Okay, I can say that. Like, I feel like they may hear about it, they get inklings, but some of them really genuinely don't know until they get past a certain threshold, until they get to a certain level of fame and celebrity status and monetary status. Then they start getting exposed to these other doors, if you will. But there's still a lot of like people in the entertainment industry who are at a certain threshold where they are not being exposed to certain things like Jay-Z's and the Diddy's, okay, the Kevin Harts. You know what I mean, guys? Totally different stratosphere here. I feel like she knew some things, but there are some things that she really didn't know. This could even just be the fact that, he may mess with a lot of other women. She may find out about a couple of them and get very upset, because it's like, why do you keep doing this? We have a family, we have kids. Like, why are you always messing with other women? So it could be that, or again, some of these egregious things like Diddy style things that maybe she really wasn't all the way fully aware of unless she was there, or again, asleep, robot mode, drugged up, whatever. Okay, I can't help but feel like she's getting these downloads of memory. I just heard the word memory. So it's like some of these memories that could be resurfacing for her, or could be creating anger or frustration. Very interesting. I don't really know how to explain that the way that I'm getting it, guys. But if you get what I'm saying, then you get what I'm saying. Sometimes, like, certain trauma or certain instances, you may try to like push them away and disassociate, if you will. But when you start to come back to normal, right, or maybe heal, go through therapy, it's like your brain starts to resurface certain memories and put the pieces back together. So it's almost as if, like, her disassociation is starting to put the puzzle pieces back together, and she's remembering certain things here that could be creating anger and frustration. Very interesting. I didn't think it would be that deep, guys, but if you get what, if you know, you know. If you get what I'm saying, then you get it. But very interesting. I'm going to switch decks real quick and go into what's the tea. We're going to hop back over to Beyonce real fast, okay? What is his perspective? What is Beyonce's perspective when it comes to Jay-Z at this time, Spirit? Thank you. How is she feeling in regards to Jay-Z? Cyberbully is here. Let's see. What's the perspective of Jay at this time? Legal issues. Okay, the cyberbully card. It's a man on a couple of different computers. He like watches her when it's weird because like when she does her own thing, or if she's even allowed to do her own thing, whatever that might be, whatever Beyonce likes to do when it's not connected to him, he watches her a lot. Like, I'm literally seeing like a security office. You know how like in a security building or a security section of a place, like a store or whatever, there's like multiple monitors, like mall security. There's hella monitors that you can look at to see exactly what's going on in every room. That's literally what I'm seeing here. Okay, it says you are being bullied online, or they have suffered from it. She could feel like under his watch all the time. I'm not getting, but I was getting that black eye energy. So she could view him as somebody who's like a little aggressive, or again, like just as this card says, a bully, someone who exerts their power. And you have legal issues here. Okay. This card says court, judges, immigration, lawyers. So she could be viewing him as somebody who's gearing up, okay, to uh gearing up to go to court or building some type of strong defense team regarding something that's coming here. And it's interesting with this cyberbully, it's like she's seeing what's going on, like the rhetoric being spread on the internet right now. Again, just because she doesn't necessarily go out of her way to interact with people on the internet or, be so showing of her public life, of her personal life, doesn't mean she doesn't see what's going on, okay? She could have like burner accounts and fake pages that nobody would ever guess that it's Beyonce. And she sees how they're talking about her husband online. But it's almost like I'm hearing it's deserved. Like she knows it's deserved, but her role, her part is to make sure that she stays 10 toes behind him. But at the same time, she's like, well, what they're saying about you is deserved. Legal issues here. Why is this here? Going to court soon. Okay. Dirt digging. It's like a man literally digging a grave here. Not a grave. I don't know. Why did I just say that? You guys gotta mind me because I'm literally channeling right now. So if something comes out, I don't think it's by accident, but this man looks like he has a shovel and digging through dirt. I don't know why, but it looked more like someone digging in a graveyard to me for a second. But I got that coffin card. I'm telling you, she could be very worried or concerned that he may try to kill her. Excuse my language, or, delete her for YouTube purposes, whatever. There's something here that she knows about him offing people to hide his dirt. Okay, it says looking for dirt on you or vice versa. What did I just say? She could view him as somebody who keeps tabs on her, spies on her, knows everything about her life. And she also is acknowledging that there are people looking for information on him. Okay? Looking for dirt on you and vice versa. Again, there's something here that she found out as well that came to light that was hidden. Maybe she found out something that was related to allegedly Jay-Z offing somebody else. Oh my gosh. Because again, I was getting that graveyard energy. Why is this here, Spirit? Thank you. Very strange. Okay, impersonator. Ha, you got Michael Jackson on this card. It says wants to be like you, acts like you, dresses like, looks like, copies you. So just the impersonator, just for, lack of better terms right now that I'm getting, I'm hearing the word fake. She could view him as somebody who's very fake. Impersonator, it's like you're putting on a mask or putting a cover up on. There's something here about covering up dirt or hiding things or pretending to be this holier than thou black excellence businessman billionaire. It's like you're not really like that though, Jay, for real. At least this is Beyonce acknowledging that you're an impersonator, you're fake, you're not who you say you are. And with this dirt digging, she's worried that people are going to really find that out. Okay, to the full extent. People already had negative things to say about him for years now, but it's really starting to come out, and she's acknowledging that. I'm going to use the same deck and hop over to Jay-Z real quick. Okay. What is his perspective regarding Beyonce at this time? Thank you. Uninterested. Wow. Okay. Reflecting. And I have photo proof. Ooh, getting evidence. Wow. You have this uninterested card and reflecting. Okay, there's a guy on this reflecting card. Looks like he's meditating in front of a sound bowl. And again, uninterested, her walking away, not wanting to deal with him anymore. Okay, and it's specifically the woman walking away on this uninterested card, and the man is left behind. So again, he's acknowledging that she is going to leave him. Or he may just be very concerned if he doesn't know. He's very worried that she is going to walk away and leave him uninterested. She has created distance here. photo proof, getting evidence. What did I just say? It's like he watches her, keeps tabs on her, or he'd be willing to like hire an entire like security team, force, whatever, to make sure that she stays in check, stays in line. So it's kind of like, okay, sure, create your distance, you can move, do this or do that, but you're never going to be too far from me because I'm always going to know what you're doing. Okay, and reflecting, I was just talking about that, how there could be pieces of her mind where she had disassociated from, and the puzzle pieces are starting to come back together and she's starting to remember certain things. Okay, reflecting, he could be viewing her as somebody who is really reviewing some of the life choices that she has made, reflecting on the marriage, reflecting on the certain things that may be on camera that she has done. So it's like, oh, I don't like this. He could be the type to, again, strong arm or threaten her. And like, you can't really go too far, Beyonce, because, you know, I have this on camera. I have this on camera. I've got all of this. So what are you going to do? Just, you know, just walk away and leave? You can't do that. So he could really be like strong arming her or threatening her. I'm not exactly, is it blackmail that I'm hearing? I think it's blackmail is the word I want to use. When you try to use evidence against somebody to keep them in check. And I was literally seeing like Will Smith. I was seeing Will Smith in Men in Black. They used to, in those movies, they have like those little sticks that'll like flash a light in front of your eyes and you forget everything you just saw. Now, I'm not saying they have access to that type of technology, allegedly, maybe, possibly, right? But it wouldn't surprise me if that type of technology does exist, maybe more like on the governmental structure of things, right? But again, drugs, alcohol, inebriation to make her forget or to block her memory or something. That shit is not working anymore. She's starting to wake up. Wow, this is giving me blink twice if you need help, Beyonce. You know, I'm gonna get one more of these, please. What is his perspective when it comes to Beyonce at this time? Same shit, different day. Okay, literally just same shit, different day. So yeah, he could view her as somebody, it's like, again, routine, very repetitive. You keep her in check. You make sure she does this, she does that, she does this. Make sure she never does this. And it always keeps her in line. Like, I'm literally seeing, like, it's like, it almost looks like a military compound or like a military base. And I'm seeing a bunch of, like, iRobot type of things or, like, type of structures or mechanisms, and they're like all just marching in line, marching in order, like nobody is missing a beat. So it's, again, it's like he's got her very under lock and key, under control. And her starting to realize things or remember things or waking up here. It's getting a little bit harder every day, I feel like, slowly but surely, for him to keep her under control. Wow. And I really, the fact that I'm even picking this up right now, I really feel like this could be part of the reason why he does not want Beyonce to have a close relationship with somebody like a Nicki Minaj or even a Rihanna. He keeps her very isolated because if she, you know, starts talking to these women who have gotten themselves out of situations or see things from a different perspective, they could try to convince her or, you know, again, jog her memory or something, and it'll make her want to leave. So he keeps her very isolated. Very strange. I'm going to hop back over to Beyonce real quick, okay, and get into the tarot with this. If this is making any sense to y'all like this reading here, definitely leave a like on the video. It's free, okay? Leave a comment. Let me know what you know. Okay, Spirit, what is going on with Beyonce at this time? What is her perspective when it comes to JC? What is her perspective when it comes to Jay-Z at this time? Thank you. I don't like this energy at all. What is this? Ace of Wands. And I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles here. Okay. Five of Cups. Somebody who's in regret, sadness, remorse, depression, really feeling it emotionally. Okay. And you've got this Emperor here at the bottom. Okay. The Emperor. That would be the man in charge. You could view him as somebody who makes the rules, makes the decisions. Again, very large and in charge. So this emperor is really about to go through like some type of downfall or some type of mode of depression or sadness or regret here. Okay. And I don't read reversals, but I'm going to acknowledge it. The Four of Pentacles came out in the reverse. When it's upright, this can talk about saving resources, maybe even being a little stubborn, holding on to things, okay, holding back, structure, foundation. But in the reverse, it's not so much, okay? Not being able to save as much money, a lack of foundation, lack of resources, okay, lack of control, someone who doesn't hold on to things. But I'm going to flip it upright. But again, I just said that like there's this sense of Jay-Z kind of losing control or losing this vice grip he has over her, okay? The way this woman is holding on to this pentacle, it's like she's holding on to it very tightly. And the fact that it came out in the reverse just goes to show what I was already saying. Like he's losing his grip on her. Okay, you have Temperance here and the Ace of Wands. Sagittarius energy with this Temperance card. We know Jay-Z is a Sagittarius. That can talk about peace, balance, tranquility, healing. Okay, it's also a card of patience or needing patience, being tempered mannered. Okay. Yeah, she could be viewing him as somebody who, again, is like losing control or like losing his grip on things. You have this Ace of Wands. This can talk about a new beginning or starting a new project, doing something physical. This is also like a very sexually aroused card for me as a reader. Someone who's very like, attractive, or they could like to be physical, if you will. Yeah, she knows that there's something here is about to come to a close or come to an end, and he's going to have to be forced to adapt and change to a new beginning here. And a new beginning doesn't always have to be something positive, okay? It can be having to get used to a change in lifestyle, or a change in making less money, a new beginning in a smaller home, a smaller apartment. In this case, maybe prison, cough, cough, allegedly, okay? And I already said this Temperance card is kind of like spirit guides, angels. I think she really, really is hoping and praying to her ancestors, her angels, spirit guides, or again, whatever entity that she worships and prays to. She's really calling on them right now to get her out of this situation. Like really bad. I can't help but see her like literally like begging on her knees, asking God for some type of healing or forgiveness here or something. And I do feel like she's viewing him as somebody, viewing Jay-Z right now, who is trying to balance out or kind of weigh out. I'm hearing weigh your options. Okay, you've got this angel on the Temperance card pouring one cup into another cup. So it's like, okay, I got to balance out my options. I got to figure out what it is I need to do next for the next step. Okay, so she could be viewing him as somebody who's really trying to take a break, take a pause from everything right now and figure shit out, especially when it comes to, again, the resources, the finances, the things you have control over. Okay, let's see, why is this here? And I can't help but feel this Temperance card and Ace of Wands. Again, Ace of Wands, Temperance is more of a tempered mannered, mild mannered card, someone who knows how to hold back, resistance. And then you've got this Ace of Wands here. That's someone who may be a little bit more excitable, more in the energy of physicality. Like, let's go, let's get started. So with that, what I'm trying to say is I really feel like she knows that he's the type that's not tempered or mild mannered when it comes to his sexuality. Okay? Like, I'm not saying like a sex addict, but just somebody who, enjoys the physical aspect of her. Very much so, more than the mental aspect, okay? If that makes sense. Why is this here? Three of Swords is here. Okay, Three of Swords can talk about heartbreak, separation, and loss. Why is this here? Five of Cups ended up showing up anyway. Yeah, again, Three of Cups. Again, it's like, she knows that he has a very hard time keeping his shit in his pants, if you will, third party energy, okay? Someone who's very admired, very celebrated as well with this Three of Cups. Rejoicing. I feel like she'd be so happy to get away from him. Like she can't wait, but she has to wake up a little bit more. Okay, Five of Cups and the Page of Cups. Apology, being a little shy or maybe a little nervous to speak up about your feelings here, having a crush on somebody. And then you have this Five of Cups. It's like sadness, depression. I already saw this card. Something here about children. Yeah, she could be viewing him again as the type that gets very much so remorse or will apologize profusely after being very violent and aggressive is the energy that I'm getting. It's almost, I'm hearing Kim Porter. Like, I'm getting Kim Porter energy. If you guys don't know Kim Porter, that's Diddy's first baby mama, his first wife. I don't know if they were actually really married, but, you know, in the public, that was his wife, you know, the main one, if you will. And she mentioned how like Diddy would do the same thing, like getting these fits of rage and aggression and put hands on her just for 2 seconds later, literally to switch up and apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You know, I love you. You wanted this. Do you want that? Like butter her up or something. She could feel like, or she could be viewing Jay as somebody who's going to be very upset, very disappointed once she does walk away and leave him alone. This loss, this separation, heartbreak, okay? She could feel like he's a very emotional person on the inside as well, but he presents himself in another way. Again, that kind of ties back to that impersonator card. It's like you act one way, but at home or behind the scenes, it's like you're really actually emotional, or things really get to you. You're hurt very easily, or your ego is struck or hurt very easily. Okay, I got the same energy when I did the Jay-Z and Nicki reading. A lot of emotional turmoil here is what I'm picking up. At least Beyonce's perspective of Jay-Z, okay? Emotional turmoil. It's almost as if like she could be telling him like, you know, you're repenting or you're asking for forgiveness, sorrow way too late. Way too late. Whether that be directly from her, to her, or just in general for some of the things that he has done, such as shady business dealings, maybe even allegedly quote unquote offing people. Okay, I was picking up something here about like preventing or stopping a pregnancy. Okay, this Page of Cups here can sometimes talk about invitations to events. Okay, invitation to go out, talk, have a good time. If not, it's like a surprise engagement or a pregnancy. That little fish in the cup signifies pregnancy. So there could have been times where he has forced her to like get rid of a pregnancy allegedly until he was ready to have kids, okay? Because it was a little Blue Ivy, what is she, like 12 or something like that? Maybe 12, 11. They had been together for a long time before that. So maybe she was ready to have children way before Blue Ivy, but it seems like he may have gotten her to get rid of certain pregnancies, or maybe even other women's pregnancies or something with this third party energy, Three of Cups. It's like you've gotten other women pregnant so many times. Maybe that's the energy I'm picking up. Maybe not so much Beyonce's kids, but other women may have gotten pregnant from him and he forced them to get rid of the kids. And she knows that. Wow. Oh, that's very interesting. I hate that I'm even picking that up. I'm sorry if that's a sensitive topic for some of you, but very strange. Okay, and she's also acknowledging here that people are not going to feel the same or not going to want to work with him anymore. Again, this Ace of Wands is like projects, things that you do for work or business, okay, physical matters. Like, it's going to be very hard for him to try to jumpstart new businesses, or again, like jumpstart his career. I'm literally seeing somebody trying to jumpstart a dead battery on a car, and it's just not working. And I can't help but hear her say, like, me trying to come to the rescue for you and clean up the mess is not going to work anymore. Damage control, not gonna work anymore. You can't use me for your damage control, Jay. Okay. I'm gonna switch decks really quick. All right, and we're gonna hop over to Jay-Z and see what his perspective is. Okay, just in case some of the same cards need to fall out. That's the only reason why I'm switching decks. Okay, I just got the Judgment card that slipped out. And again, this is his perspective, his POV of Beyonce at this point in time. I see that he does want to reconcile and heal and want some kind of forgiveness from her, but it's like it's a little too late, literally. A day late and $1 short. Okay, Judgment card, I believe is Scorpio energy, but again, you see this angel blowing the horn, kind of like waking up the dead. It's literally like she is being called to wake up and see something for what it is. Something here is being unearthed in her memory or literally physically in real life. So whatever this information that is being brought up from the past, it's definitely going to have some type of effect on them, or it already is having an effect on them, clearly. Judgment card is about purpose, you know, something you're supposed to be doing, a final decision as well. And the way that the angel is like, again, blowing the horn toward the deceased bodies here at the bottom, this kind of is giving me like overseer vibes. This is reflecting back to that fury card. It's like when she gets mad, when she gets upset, she is blowing the horn, like screaming, like on the top of her lungs. I feel like she's the type to, again, ring the alarm video. If you know that song, you ever seen that music video, she was tripping in that video, okay? That's the type of energy that I'm getting. Going crazy, going in circles, you know, like screaming at the walls and stuff. Like, ooh, she be going through it. She be on his ass, I feel like, when she gets upset or very frustrated, or when these memories start resurfacing. She could ask him a lot of questions and then he'll gaslight or lie or beat around the bush. And she's like, don't fucking play with me. Stop playing with me, you know? I know this, that, and the third happened. Why are you lying? Blah, blah, blah. You know? Very interesting. Why is this here? Oh, I'm going to keep 2 of these. 3 of Cups in the Hermit. Hey, this is her energy showing up. Virgo. Wow. 3 of Cups in the Hermit card. Again, it's like if I have to keep you isolated, Beyonce. If you come out of your hermit mode and you go out into the world and you meet up with your friends, or you get close to these other women in the industry, they are going to corrupt your mind and tell you things that you don't need to know. Again, this is Jay-Z's perspective, his point of view. I'm literally channeling his energy right now, and it's giving me, no, you have to stay secluded, hidden in the shadows. Again, hermit mode, stay in the house, take care of the kids. Or again, you know, she's a very hard worker, okay? When I say like performer of a lifetime, work ethic of a lifetime, Beyonce does not play when it comes to her work. And I totally respect her for that. But again, this is Jay-Z's perspective. It's like you're going to be the workhorse. And when you're not in workhorse mode, you're in seclusion. You're with me. You're out of the way. You're out of the limelight. You don't need to talk to other people. You don't need to be around your friends and your family. Very weird. Very weird. Okay, and in the Hermit card, though, I will acknowledge the Hermit card can talk about wisdom, intelligence, somebody who goes into seclusion. They take a step away from the everyday world for a moment, maybe even days or weeks at a time. And when the Hermit comes back out from that solitude, he comes out more wise, okay, more spiritually inclined even. Okay, so and I don't even think he realizes, like, keeping her in this seclusion or all this time to herself, she's not going to have anything but time to heal and remember things. It's almost as like his tactics have kind of backfired on him. Okay, and again, it's almost as if the spirit guide or the entity, I'm hearing the word deity specifically, the deity that Beyonce could have been, you know, praying and hoping to God for change to, wasn't answering her prayers, like I mentioned earlier. Maybe she's getting some type of like spiritual guidance from somebody else. Okay, or maybe even seeking like, you know, a relationship with the one true God. And it could be helping her remember certain things in her times in seclusion and alone. So it's like him trying to keep her isolated is almost backfiring because, again, her brain is starting to recollect and remember things. Maybe allegedly, I don't know if she does any type of substance abuse or anything like that, but I can't help but feel like, again, allegedly, that he had kept her under some type of substances for a very long time, and it's wearing off, where she's not doing them anymore, and it's literally rejogging her memory while he is keeping her secluded. So it's kind of like working against him at the same time. I really hope that makes sense, guys. Very interesting. And it sucks because it's like he's been with her for so long, and I'm not getting anything here about being in love with each other. You know, oh, I couldn't wait to marry her. I just wanted her so bad. With this Three of Cups, it's just giving me like, it's just another notch in my belt. Another beautiful woman that's talented that I took down. I just happen to keep her under lock and key, under control, unlike the others. Okay? Very weird. Why is this here? What is his perspective regarding Beyonce at this time? Thank you. Ace of Swords and the Moon. Yep. I already said this. Literally like finding out the truth about certain things that have been hidden or things that have been done in secrecy here. A breakthrough, a realization, okay? The Moon card, secrecy, lies, illusions, insecurities, fear, okay? I said that earlier, like she could feel like she can't get away from him, or he's making it very difficult to get away from him. And he's acknowledging the fact that she does have some type of fear. It's almost like order out of chaos or keeping control through fear. Very interesting. What is this? The Hierophant. Secrets in the marriage and the commitment and the relationship here. Okay, and this is the God card for me, a very spiritual leader or spiritual teacher or someone you go to for like spiritual advice, especially with the Hermit card here. It's like she's learned a lot. What her creating distance here, whatever she's doing, I don't want to sit here and say, oh, she moved to a new house or whatever. Maybe she did. Maybe she's just spending more time with like her sister, you know, her sister Solange or something like that, since she's created distance and she's really starting to realize the truth of the matter of her relationship. Okay, again, finding out the truth connected to secrets and lies and things that are hidden behind the scenes here regarding the marriage or the commitment with this Hierophant. And I do feel like she's kind of having a better relationship with God, like literally. Okay, Swords can talk about your thoughts and communication. Literally talking more to God, okay? Or a spiritual leader, a spiritual practitioner here that's helping her. It's not public, I know that. It's not something that she's going to just be posting about on Twitter or Instagram, guys, because this is a very deep spiritual cleansing or detox that she's going through, and he's aware of it. But I only think he's aware of it because he watches and he keeps tabs on her, or there are other people in very high places, okay? This can be the powers that be when it comes to these industry readings, the Hierophant card. They're telling him things. So he's got more people under his control that are also handling, if you will, for lack of a better term, handling Beyonce. So they just report everything to him anyway. So it's like, you know, okay, B, you can try to keep a secret or hide what you're doing from me, Beyonce, but I'm always going to know. That is creepy. It's very weird. Very weird. Then again, third party energy here, dealing and messing with a lot of other women and keeping it a close secret, but she finds out every time is the vibe that I'm getting. And you know, how disrespectful can you be? It's like somebody finds out the truth once, twice, but you still continue to do the same shit over and over again, even though they've already caught you up. It's like, how disrespectful can you be, you know? I'm gonna get a couple more cards for him. What is his perspective of Beyonce at this time, Spirit? Thank you. What is his perspective on Beyonce at this time? Ace of Swords can again talk about removal as well. It's like a giant knife cutting through the weeds, cutting through bullshit, seeing things clearly now. A breakthrough, a new beginning here. Seven of Swords. Yeah, and it's like he's in a place of mistrust with her, with this Seven of Swords. So it's like he feels as though he has no choice but to keep tabs and keep a very, very close watch on her with this Page of Swords. Again, somebody who has surveillance, who's watching things, someone who's very curious, who likes to learn. Again, there's something here that he has on camera about Beyonce, and he may have tried to threaten her with it. Okay, Seven of Swords. He doesn't really trust her right now. He doesn't really trust the people that she's with. And it's not so much because, you know, oh, she's going to betray me or the marriage, but it's more so like, I don't know what the hell she's going to say or what these people are telling her about me that's making her wake up or realize something here. Again, it's almost like, again, her memory is being jogged or it's being brought back to life here. So he's very concerned or worried, paranoid, afraid with this Moon card about what she may say and, again, turn her back on him. Seven of Swords is also a strategy card, someone who's planning to do something. And I already said that I feel like she may try to sneak and snoop around and get information or get out of the situation with him. Maybe she's done that plenty of times and he caught her trying to leave. What did I mentioned that earlier, that Tyler Perry movie, sneaking around the house, sneaking around the room in the middle of the night with this Moon card, trying to strategize and plan how to figure a way out. And he may have saw her do that before and was trying to keep her under lock and key. Like, I'm Black Eyed Peas. Again, he may have put hands on her, allegedly. Okay, I don't like to put that on anybody if it's not true, but I just can't imagine. Again, like fits of anger, fits of rage, kind of like Diddy, but then apologizing profusely about it 5 seconds later. He's very concerned with all these swords. He's very worried about what she's going to say. And I think in his mind, he feels like she's being influenced by, again, more powerful people in the industry, if not like a literal spiritual leader or somebody who is very spiritually inclined, and they're helping her get a better relationship with God here, and that's what's bringing more clarity to her. But it's like he doesn't know who to trust right now when it comes to people being around her. He's keeping a very close watch on her, though. That's for damn sure. Okay, so I'm getting here, it's like she's already I was gonna say relocated, but she's created distance. So it can kind of be giving like Cardi B and Offset, right? Like they may pop up or show out their faces together, but they don't necessarily live in the same house. Possibly. Okay, but everywhere she goes, everything she does, he has got footage. He's got evidence. He's got somebody to report back to him real quick. Okay? He's not playing when it comes to her. It's like you can create distance, sure, but you're going to be on a very short leash, Beyonce. Okay, let me get a couple more for Beyonce regarding her POV when it comes to Jay-Z. What is she going to do moving forward? Spirit, what is Beyonce going to do moving forward in regards to Jay-Z? Thank you. Six of Wands, Queen of Cups, okay, Ace of Cups. Wow, okay. Six of Wands, it's interesting because the Six of Wands can talk about like being very successful, being in the limelight, being very popular. We know that already. She's very loved and adored. I think she's a little worried or concerned about people walking away from her or not loving her and putting her on this pedestal as much anymore. Okay, again, I do see her healing and moving away from him very successfully here. It's just going to take a lot. I think it's just going to take a lot. He may really try to like put her through the ringer before she can really break away from him, or it's going to take like him going through like some federal stuff or being indicted or arrested or something here for her to officially get away from this. But she really wants to. It's really sad almost. What is this doing here? Why is this here? Justice card. Okay. Paperwork, contracts, legalities. I definitely see her like getting a divorce or filing for it. And this Queen of Cups is showing up. I'm picking up Rihanna. You know, Rihanna's a Pisces. They don't really get along for real, but I did a reading on them too as well. If you want to check it out, I did a Beyonce and Rihanna reading. They really don't fuck with each other like that, but when it's something like this, you know, you guys have been dealing with the same man and the same circumstances, she might have even really tried to confide in her behind the scenes or something, or get her perspective, her point of view. Like, you know, Rihanna, like, what was your truth? Or did you ever experience this with him? I know we're not cool. I know we're not friends. I know we had some issues in the past, allegedly. Again, make sure you guys watch that reading, okay? Because it taps into some other things. But did you ever experience this with Jay? Or did he ever do this to you? Did he ever do that to you? Did he make you sign this type of paperwork? Or did he ever make you do that? You know, she could really try to like go to her and confide in her, okay? Because Rihanna's a Pisces. Her energy is showing up here to really figure out, like, is what I'm experiencing just me? Am I crazy? Or did he do this to her as well? I need to find out, you know? Very interesting. Again, justice card, legalities, the legal system, court documents, paperwork, fairness, balance, equality. There's no balance in the relationship. Okay, there's no trust in the relationship. She doesn't trust him, obviously. Okay, what is this? Seven of Pentacles, I'm seeing. Why is this here? Strength, and the Seven of Wands is here as well. Eight of Wands, again, moving, relocating. She could really be thinking about moving or moving forward with getting some type of lawyers or a defense team going for herself regarding what's coming. Okay, things are about to change and happen very fast here. King of Pentacles is here at the bottom. Empress, Five of Swords. Yeah, it's like he's very condescending. Like, you could talk to her in a very mean, nasty type of demeanor, okay? With this Eight of Wands and this King of Pentacles at the bottom. And she knows she's going to be good on her own, especially when it comes to finances. But I think she really needs to find the strength and the wherewithal to, like, really detach herself from him. There's something here about her investing a lot of time and effort and energy into this. And it's required a lot of courage and a lot of strength to go through a relationship with somebody like a Jay-Z. Okay, again, power, having a lot of control, allegedly something here about drug use and keeping her like a robot, keeping her isolated. Okay, it's like she's standing up for herself, or she's going to be standing up for herself soon. Now, in the same breath, you know, she does get very nasty, very like attitude-y. She will, you know, speak up for herself in certain times. Most times she just kind of sits back and shuts up and plays her role. But I'm getting a very heavy energy here of her finally speaking up for herself and standing her ground because she's being encouraged to do so. It's like somebody is instilling the confidence within her to recognize her worth and realize that she doesn't have to deal with this. Okay, with the Seven of Pentacles here, we can talk about investment. Also another card of patience and waiting. She's waiting for the right time. She has to. Like, same thing I got with Rihanna. So she can't just come out and blurt it out. She has to wait for the perfect opportunity and the right time to do this. And I see that's what she's doing. I don't really see her speaking out publicly, though. With the Strength card and the Six of Wands, it's like holding back from the public eye. She's going to try to keep this as hush-hush and as private as possible because, again, if she goes out and says too much, there is something here, photo proof, evidence, that implicates her as well. So she's really trying to like play this safely and play this the right way. It's almost as if she's like stuck between a rock and a hard place. Okay, what is this evidence he has on her though? What is this evidence Jay may have on Beyonce? Spirit, thank you. What is this evidence he may have on Beyonce? Thank you. What is evidence? Truth here, clarity, Six of Cups. It's something that had to do with the past. Nine of Wands. That can be like apprehension, feeling a little nervous, or perseverance, someone who doesn't give up. He could have something on her about maybe like a fight or some type of like argument. Something where she kind of like had to defend herself or something. I don't know what this is. What is this video proof or evidence? What does he have on her? Something that's the truth though with this Ace of Swords. Nine of Swords. She can be very worried or paranoid. King of Cups. Oh my God. I just saw the King of Cups. That's the Scorpio. Diddy. It could have something to do with Diddy. What does he have on Beyonce that could implicate her? Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. I'm hearing something about music, maybe like stealing music or stealing people's words or lyrics or their creativity or their art. Okay, it's like maybe doing something here. Because again, swords is like communication, your words, writing. Okay, we know she's a singer. Something to do with that, like maybe not paying people as much with this Page of Pentacles, making shitty offers to gain all of these accomplishments and these awards with this Nine of Cups. Okay, maybe like stealing from people who are on a not on a lower frequency, but who are not as established as her with this Page of Pentacles. Okay, wow, these people are vicious. It's like if I go down, you're coming down with me. And again, I saw that King of Cups. That's like Scorpio energy. Same Diddy vibes, okay? Something here that he has on her has got her very stressed out, very concerned, very worried. And I think that's why she doesn't want to say anything publicly. But behind the scenes, she is absolutely going to walk away from this man and speak to who she needs to speak to. Okay, even if she has to speak through somebody else, like say, for example, use a fall person or a decoy to speak her story through them and make it seem like it was this person that went through X, Y, and Z, but it was really Beyonce that went through X, Y, and Z. I really hope that makes sense, guys. There's something here I feel like maybe she had the option or the opportunity to walk away from, and he has something here that implicates her from the past. It's like old, very old. But it's like she stayed and she did it anyway because she felt like she had to. It's something here that he has on her that she did to get her to where she's at career-wise. That she didn't have to do necessarily, but she did it anyway because she felt like she had to at the time. Okay? The World and the Eight of Wands. This could have been something that happened like in another country or somewhere very, very far away from where she's from. Oh, this is like traveling, bringing people from around the world. Oh God, I don't want to get into that, but I'm hearing something about like sex trafficking. I'm not even gonna lie. It's either the stuff again with using artists who are not on the same level as her, using their work or their creativity or their talent and using it for her own gain, or there's something here about her being implicated regarding sex trafficking. Oh my God, I really hate to say that, guys. My channel is not monetized anyway, so I don't really have to, watch my tongue as much, if you will, but yeah, I don't like that I'm hearing that, but I am, especially something here with kids or children. Ooh, look at this Devil card and the King of Swords. Oh Lord, that's not good. That's not good. There's a lot here that she knows that is very evil, very toxic. It's not of the light. That is not good. And it has to do with like people in power, like higher ups. Okay, this King of Swords is like a lawyer or a judge, somebody who's in charge. Okay, he's got a crown on his head, someone who makes the rules. Wow, he's got her implicated on a lot of things. So she has to be very careful of what she says and how she says it and when she says it. And she's fully aware of that. Okay. Oh, look who's showing up at the bottom. The King of Wands. Showing up at the bottom. Of course. Wow. Very interesting. This reading was very weird. He's got a very serious control problem, an ego problem. Again, I'm getting something here about like physical abuse even. She's trying. She's really trying to get herself up out of this. It's just not going to be so public though, I feel like. Because again, if she goes too public, says too much regarding her situation with him, he's got something on her that's going to end her too. It's like you know, dog eat dog. It's very strange. And mind you, again, I don't really have anything here that is insinuating being in love with each other, wanting to stay together, even wanting to be married to this man. Again, I mentioned way earlier, it's like she didn't even expect to be in a relationship with him at all. Okay, very strange reading, but I'm going to tap out of this energy because it's almost kind of giving me a headache. But I really, really do hope that you guys found this reading intriguing or you guys were able to pull something from this. I can't thank you guys enough for being here, for supporting the channel. Make sure you guys like, leave a comment, let me know what you know, subscribe. We'd love to have you guys here. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.